We want to welcome our first subject today, Phidarian Mathis from Alabama, and he'd like to open up with a couple of remarks.
Hey, how y'all doing? I just want to start off about shouting out my team, those guys back at home, and that's it.
Okay, we'll go to questions. Phidarian, over here to your left on the second row.
Ryan Hennessy, NBC 13 in Birmingham. You talk about shouting out your team, your quarterback, Bryce Young, a lot of hype going into the season. What have you seen at him as a leadership and as skill-wise going into this year, replacing Mac Jones, a first-round draft pick?
Yes, sir. I'm very excited for Bryce Young. He stepped up being a leader. He's more vocal now, and I'm just very excited to see what he does coming into fall camp.
We'll move to your right here on the front row.
How you doing?
Good. Tyler Shaw with KBTX in College Station. I was just curious your thoughts on Texas A&M. Do you see them, this year as a legit contender in the SEC West, and how big could that game be when you guys come to Kyle Field?
For us, we take one game at a time. We're not even in the season yet to come in on those guys, so I probably can give you more once we get there. So.
You're about 50 days away from the start of the season. How's the team shaping up and the excitement there?
Yeah, I'm very excited, man. I got good hopes in this team. It's going to be a very good team. Everybody's coming along, man. The chemistry is starting to get well. Everybody's buying in, doing their job. No complaining, and I'm just ready to go into my last fall camp with a lot of great guys.
How important is it to keep last year in the past and focus on this year?
It's very important because that's in the past and that's the last year team. It's a whole new squad and we gotta build our own team chemistry and set our own goals and keep pushing.
Okay, we have a question here to your left, second row.
Got a question about one of your teammates. LeBron Ray has battled through his fair share of injuries. What is a guy like that capable of when he's healthy on the field?
Man, LeBron, he's very healthy. I'm excited that he's back. I came in with LeBron Ray, and his confidence, I love it. He never gave up. He never cried about anything. He just kept pushing, man. And I hope great things happen for all of us, this upcoming season.
Back here on the right, in the front row.
When you look at 2021, how exciting is it? Could be more of a normal football season, playing in front of full stadiums again, as opposed to last year where you didn't have that.
Man, I know it's gonna be lit this year. All the fans gonna be back, and we finna get that real Bama standard, from the fans also. So it's gonna be very electric, as I say.
To your left on the second row.
I was picking up on that, but last year, without as many fans, and even going to the national championship with not as many fans, what was that like? And did you guys kind of miss the fans going into that push to the national championship?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like as the season went on, the fans started, it started getting more like the crowd. To me, it felt like the crowd was there more. And like I said, I'm just happy that they're going to be back, especially by this being my last go-around, so I get to experience it one more time.
We're going to move to your right here on the second row.
Yesterday, Coach Saban said that Bryce Young is close to making 7 figures in NIL deals already. Does that change the kind of complexion in the locker room when some guys are cashing in like that so fast?
Yeah, no, if that's the case, we happy for him. I just want to see everybody win at the end of the day.
We'll go to your left here on the third row.
Could you touch on LeBron Ray and what you're expecting from him this season on the field and from a leadership standpoint?
I'm just really expecting him to come back, just to be a leader that he's always been, and just give it his all, because we ain't got that many more left. So I'm just ready for him to just be back out there on the field for real.
We'll stay on the left, back on the fourth row.
Quick question. You guys, didn't have a full off season last year, and yet you still won a national championship. How excited are you to see the potential of this team, knowing you're going to have full spring and you're going to have full summer workouts to get ready for this season?
I feel like it's just going to make us even better. We just got to load up and keep pushing Last year was, it's over. So it's a whole new year. So ain't nothing gonna change about Bama. So we're gonna continue to work.
We'll go to your right on the second row.
You're originally from Louisiana. You've got LSU coming back to Alabama to play you guys. Last time they were in y'all's stadium, things got a little wild. What do you expect from that game this year?
That's in the past, man. And like I said, it's a new team. And we got to do what we do best and, handle business and, take one team, one at a time. You can't think about those guys until we get there.
We have about 5 more minutes. Are there any more questions? Okay, we're going to stay here on the right, second row.
There have been years in the past when it's Alabama and then everyone else, especially in the SEC, where it hasn't been particularly close. Do you feel like over the last year or so, some of the other teams in the West have kind of closed the gap and made it a little more competitive division, at least?
What'd you say again?
You feel like the SEC West as a division is getting a little more competitive. There have been years in the past where it's Alabama, drop off than everyone else, but some of those other teams seem to be on the rise at least.
Yeah, for me, every game, it's always an adjustment for every game. Everybody, when they play us, they give their best, and it's always a challenge. So I wouldn't say everything is always easy. Or nothing like that. I just say that, we always got to adjust to everything that we do. So
We'll stay on the right side, front row.
Is it any more challenging going into a season coming off a national championship where maybe you're afraid of guys getting complacent and just they expect to win?
Yeah, I think that's a very important thing, to stay on guys about, what last year's team did. This a whole new team, and saying like we can't think about that, because we trying to get back to that point. We can use that as motivation, but being cocky like we won, like we already won, that's not gonna get us nowhere. So
We'll go to your left here, second row.
Hey, Phidarian, Jacques Doucet, WAFB TV. You being a Louisiana native, I'm just curious, when you commit to Alabama, and you've obviously had a lot of success, do you hear negative things back home? Are more people supporting the Alabama Crimson Tide? Just what has that process been like for you over the last several years?
It's been very good, Even when I did leave, a lot of people probably was mad, but also my family was in my corner, They stuck with me all the way, and that's the only thing that really matters.
On the left side, third row.
Hey there. Looking ahead to the Chick-fil-A kickoff, what excites you about playing a team like Miami and just about that neutral territory in Atlanta? You guys have played there a decent amount of times.
Man, we know the environment going to be electric, and it's going to be very fun. I think those guys probably will have a great team, and I love the energy that Miami brings to the college football atmosphere.
One final question over here on your right, second row.
Phidarian, I'm not sure if you know, but Nick Saban was chosen to be part of the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame this past year. He'll be inducted actually in 2022 because of everything with the pandemic. What was, I guess, everyone on the football's team reaction, him getting inducted into that Sports Hall of Fame back in Louisiana?
That's lit. He's a legend, so I'm not surprised, and I'm happy for Coach. He deserves it.
Phidarian, thank you very much. Good job.
All right, thank you.